Hello, everyone, and welcome to the special edition of the Mac Address here. We have a special guest here. We normally don't do a podcast on the weekend, but this is an opportunity where we all kind of got together and helped me and Miss Malika's daughter to help get her settled for her second year of college.
Yeah, her sophomore year.
Her sophomore year of college. So, of course, but Miss April is not a part of this particular podcast, but we have a rare. Well, we don't. I can't even say rare because you ain't never been here before. But we have a substitute here for the moment. This is
She looks like my mama. You
Oop.
looking like mama. You got that mama face on. Mama uncomfortable face.
Yep, just introducing you. You don't know what to say. But we got Lynn here. Lynn is Miss Malika's sister. So you gonna say hey or something like that?
Hey.
Wow. That was fulfilled right there. Well, but of course, this is also to test the new equipment that I have here. I do apologize for the way our first couple of not our last and our bonus podcast sound. We were still getting adjusted to the sounds, and we were using some equipment that really wasn't fit for all the needs we have, but I believe we have it now, so we're gonna just kind of test this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But we'll see Miss April tomorrow. We'll hear from her tomorrow.
yeah, she'll be back. Lynn,
Yay,
you really
she'll be
ain't,
back.
Lynn, you really ain't trying to say nothing. All right. So we got Dollar situated in school and everything. You know what? The way we have to do that is, in my opinion, is really kind of a waste of time because we have to move her out just for her to move right back in 3 months later. I mean, what's the whole purpose of even moving out if you're moving in and back in a couple of weeks from your dorm?
Well, normally people would probably move up because in Nyla's dorm, that's like that level is like the cheapest. So it goes from what do you call that? No, it's not a Jack and Jill suite. It's I don't know. It's not a normal dorm room. So it's got the two rooms with the two roommates in each room. Then the next one where could have a room by herself and just would share a bathroom with somebody.
Right. But she pretty much, even when she moved out the first time, she knew she was going to be moving back into that particular dorm room.
Yes, and they fixed the things that were wrong because Sequoia, that was the first thing that she noticed. She's like, oh, they fixed this on the wall. So they did some painting and all this stuff.
Oh, well. I looked into it a little bit and I found out that some of the biggest reasons why they have you to move out is because sometimes, like during the summer, they'll have like
Events?
Yeah, they have events like an alumni reunion type thing, and if somebody wants to stay in the dorm room, they can, and also to like fix certain things. But I mean, I can kind of understand this, but I can't because I can't rule it out. They say that students are nasty.
Well, I say it's nasty, but I also think it's a liability because nobody's going to be there technically.
And if something happens to their
stolen,
stuff.
That's SOL. They're not willing to take on that responsibility. And I can understand that because they're like, that's a lot of money that we could be out of.
Yeah, that is true. It's just that, I was always wondering that, like, man, I mean, because sometimes you can have a child that don't necessarily stay as close as Nala school is to us. Like, say, for instance, Ms. Malika, you were in Grambling. Mm-hmm. Were you ever in a situation like that where somebody had to come and move you?
Yes.
And how did that turn out?
I didn't get to go back to Grambling because it was too far.
Yeah.
10-hour drive. And Mom was like, that's too far.
Wow.
Does Nala only have to move out for the summer or is it every
It's
season?
just for the summer.
See, that's even a bonus because mine was the holidays as well. It's like, we need you to take this out of the dorm room and then put it back in.
She didn't have to move out for the Christmas holiday?
Mm-mm. She just took some of her clothes. Her stuff was still there, but yeah, she just took some of her clothes.
Well, I guess technically the quarter isn't over. Is it a quarter or semester?
Semester.
Okay, because technically the semester isn't over. So
When I was at Grambling or Tennessee State, I didn't take all of my stuff out during the holidays.
And maybe it wasn't all the stuff, but they kind of would like you to, and maybe it's where I attended that they prefer
You know, like, we don't know what's gonna happen, so you better be taking your stuff.
or make sure you put it under lock and key.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I can kind of understand that, but it was just one of those things because when I was getting ready to come up there, I was just like, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a chick. We're gonna do what we can for, but it's just the fact that I'm like, man, she just moved out. She only was out for like, was it a full 3 months?
Mm-mm.
Just a couple more of a like what?
She got out like May 6th, June, July. So yeah, she was out for 3 months.
Okay, so,
I wasn't out for 3 months. That's why I was like,
so you said when you got out of when you got out of Grambling, your first time having to leave the room, you never went back.
For the summer.
Mhm.
Yes, I did not go back.
So you only went to Grambling for what,
1 year,
and then you went on to
Tennessee State.
Tennessee State. What about you, Lane? Did you stay on campus?
Yeah.
2 years I stayed on campus, and then the other 2 years I was off campus. I hated it only because I had to get a storage unit because I couldn't bring my stuff home. So I had to pay for a storage unit in Fort Valley to keep my stuff there.
Fort Valley. I was about to ask you where did you go?
Fort Valley.
Oh,
FVSU.
oh my God! Somebody done calm down now. First you was sitting over there, shoulders in, like you.
Well, you know, it's only
like
because
your name is Donna.
the HBCU. You know, when you go there, you got to be extra.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But I haven't been there since 2005, so I've heard they've remodeled the old dorms, or they knocked them down and built new dorms, which is really great because they were really old.
Mm-hmm.
Now
One day I'm gonna go back to Grambling.
Why you? I already knew you was gonna look at me.
But you had the best concerts at your school.
Yes, my homecoming concert. Destiny Child had just came out, so they were a brand new group. John B. and Goody Mob homecoming concert.
Wow. Wow. But you know, we was in New Orleans. You never said anything about wanting to go to Grambling.
Yes, I did.
You wanted to go to Deanie's.
Yes, I did want to go to Deanie's, but we did talk about Grambling. You know why we didn't go to Grambling? Because it's 5 hours away.
I don't want to. Grambling is in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, no, it's not in New Orleans. It's in Louisiana. It's north.
But Louisiana is only but there's an actual area that's 5 miles away from New Orleans.
5 hours.
It's 5 hours away.
Yes,
really?
we looked at that.
That is crazy.
That's the only reason why we didn't go.
But Louisiana is a big state, huh?
It's the average state because the biggest state is Texas, and then we're the next biggest state.
Because you could actually get from. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Because you can get from one side of Georgia. Like say for instance, like Temple. I mean, like Villa Rica, Temple, and you can get all the way to Savannah in 4 hours, 3 hours. So I guess okay now.
Yes, it's north. It's not south where Louisiana is.
Yeah, I guess I can get it. How long did it take you to get to school? From
2 hours.
Yeah, Fort Valley.
Fort Valley, just Fort Valley ain't too far from Columbus, is it?
No.
No, it's down there.
Look, you go from nowhere to nowhere.
And it was. I was like, oh, okay. Because I told Nala today, I felt bougie when I first got there because I went to
Really?
Woodland, which was a very high school, which was a very brand new school. I was the first graduating class there. They had 2 gyms, the auxiliary and the main gym. They had a stage that had, had risers. And I went to the gym, and they had this big, huge fan and a small gym. I said, oh, this must be the auxiliary gym. They're like, no, this is the gym. I said, I know this is a gym, but this must be the auxiliary. Like, no, this is the only gym we got.
We don't
Wow.
got 2 gyms.
And so it was always hot. It had no working air. And they finally got a new gym when we graduated. It wasn't finished, but we graduated in it. So
Grambling had 2 gyms. They had an old gym, but it was like on the other side of the campus, which was Grambling's campus was not big. It was like walking through Emerson. It was just kind of small.
Columbus Technical College did not have a gym. It had some classrooms, but Columbus State did. You know, it had a few of them in there. When it finally started to become big, that's when it just kind of just blew up. So
Yeah, I am curious to see if my dorm is still there because the last I heard, they made my dorm, which was the oldest female dorm on campus, to the football dorm because it was near the new stadium.
Knowing you, you'll probably try to go to your old dorm room. It's off limits. Can't get to it. I want to get to it. I want to go in there. We
You go up the
there.
elevator, and there it was when you get off on the 5th floor.
What?
You had the laundry room right there. My room was right there.
But the elevator didn't work the day we got there.
No, it hardly ever worked.
So
So
we climbed 5 flights of stairs.
So y'all had they had like the elevators on the Big Bang Theory. You know the elevator was never working on that show. Oh, okay, we didn't watch that.
Mama
I see.
did.
I see. Hey, let me tell y'all what I found out. Y'all remember the whole Montgomery brawl thing,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that there was a Trump rally the night before?
I heard that, and they said a lot of people have felt that probably a lot of energy was still going on from that.
So the whole Trump rally that was happening on the waterfront. I guess that just kind of gave some people some bravery to like, hey, we can do whatever we want as far as, being white and entitled. I don't know.
Well, liquid courage doesn't help either.
Yeah. If you're drunk, there you go.
Yeah, that'll do it. But it's funny though because these people don't realize that Trump don't care about you. He cares about the rich. And it's more along the lines of if you're rich, it don't matter what race you are. That's what he cares about. I mean, it's just I don't know what makes low income Caucasians think that he's for them, and he's not. I mean, there's even a video of him out there saying that he likes the fact that he can almost take advantage of them because quote unquote they're stupid. That's like a bold statement to actually
But
make.
nobody obviously heard that.
Well, he makes a lot of bold statements that
Yeah.
people just are like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess it's just the fact that he's Caucasian and he's a raw.
I wonder if he's an alien.
I'm so tired of hearing this stuff about these. Aliens are out there.
But I'm saying, like in the invasion, y'all haven't seen the show on Disney Plus, but they can transform and look like you. So it's not even them taking over the body; they just mimic what you do.
There's a movie out there called Mimic, and I don't know if this is a comparison type thing, but it was roaches, big roaches looking like us. Yeah, I will die. 'Cause it's just knowing that just creeps me out.
Yeah, I won't watch that movie then.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it. Just like there's a whole lot of videos out there where the spider is jumping towards you.
Yes, there's tons of them, and they're always on social media, and I've dropped my phone a couple of times. Thanks, people. for always posting them.
Stop posting jumping spiders. You're making my sister-in-law lose it.
I did. I literally... I had
Have you
somebody-
seen the one with the bucket on the seat?
Oh my
I
God!
heard it.
Did I send that to you?
I think so. I don't know.
Should we send it to her?
No.
No,
I
he was trying to get it.
I saw something of that thing, and I was like, let me go on past this because I can't take that. Because I had somebody send me one, and I told them I was scared, but they just didn't believe it. And I was at work at the office, and I dropped my phone. I was so terrified. I had to go find a friend to get into my phone so they could delete it because I wasn't picking up that phone until it was
He
gone.
was trying to get it.
Was it on the ceiling or was it on the wall?
No, this one was on the
Oh
ceiling.
my God! It got more
And
than
then
one.
because
then.
it was the little man that's always watching TV, he was watching it, and the dude had the bucket up there, and then he moves the bucket, thinking he fell into the bucket, and he looks, and it's not there.
Okay, let's change the subject. Lee about to lose it.
I hate that my imagination's so vivid, and no. 'Cause
Yeah, it wasn't in the bucket
I would have lost it
because it was on his face. I was like,
Lynn, if I had saw that at the time, I would have made that exact same noise that you did. That high pitched scream way up there. That's what I would have done.
I cannot deal. I don't know why. Even though they're on TV and people are like, you're bigger than they are.
yeah, I'm still not there. Like, I don't care. That's like a mouse. I'm bigger than a mouse. I ain't hanging out with him neither.
most people are like that, especially if you notice it. Like, I'm sorry, I got to tell. So we was cleaning out the storage closet here. Oh, did you tell her about that?
No, probably didn't.
Okay, we were cleaning out the storage closet in here, and what we were doing, we was getting our old mats for the school, and I was gonna, put them up somewhere so we can have some room back there. So we just so happened to move one, and they're harmless, but they're big black spots. Oh, God. And she didn't see it, and I saw it. And when she finally saw it,
it was by my hand.
it was by her hand,
I said it could have died.
and she screamed
And shut the door.
and went in the closet and shut the door.
I said, you got to get it. There he is.
So I couldn't even get it out of there. I had to actually just kill it. And it was crazy. The way she slammed her door, you swear she was mad at me.
I've had 2 instances really bad where for Christmas, I don't know, maybe 9, 10, and my grand aunt got me a gift, and she likes to give gag gifts, and she gave me a fake tarantula.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't even see the whole thing. I only saw the legs, and I threw the box, and I started screaming and crying on Christmas while the rest of everybody was laughing at me.
Yeah, he was trying to climb the Christmas tree. I was like,
whoa, really?
I was like, this is.
You want to climb the most unsturdy thing in the house to get away.
Until we got rid of it, I looked at that box every day because it said
In the hallway, we had a dresser in the middle of the back of the hallway.
And every day I just kept my eye on the box.
Yeah, that's what you do. Keep your eye on the box. Lynn, one of the things that I learned about you is that the worst thing the worst thing that could happen to you is you be scared and you sitting on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Because your butt locks up.
I'm old now, and I'm out of shape, and that's not good.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, no.
I felt so bad for you because it's like I know if I was saying to myself, if she could, she would have hopped up and got the hell on, but you couldn't do it. It was just sitting there.
It was a bad horror movie.
Yeah, that's
I was a victim.
Was. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, I think the other one was I was in college, and Faye sat on the far end of the dorm room, and I was by the door. And she got up from her computer desk and just walked out the door. She didn't say anything. And so I walked to her side of the room. That's my fault for being nosy. That's why you don't. And I'm on the side, and she brings another girl into the room. And the girl goes like, oh, my God, that's a huge spider. I didn't see it, but she was blocking my exit, and I shoved her so hard that she flew on the bed. And Faye was like, I brought her in here to kill it for us. Don't hurt her. But I needed to escape, and she was blocking my exit. So.
Yes.
But I said sorry afterwards, but I had to get out of there.
Let me tell you what little woman right here did. So it was one night. Well, it was one morning. We were asleep. She got up, and she woke me up. There's something over there. I need you to go kill it. I'm thinking about, now I'm just not waking up, so I'm completely groggy. And I'm looking, so my vision wasn't clear. She's like, it's over there, it's over there. And I'm looking, and I'm like, what is that? And then she starts saying,
it's a jumpy thing.
It's a jumpy thing. One of those, like the crickets with the really big legs.
Yeah,
they're short and the
yeah,
high
the
legs
cave
come
crickets.
up high.
Cave crickets.
Cave
Yeah.
crickets.
Many times we saw them.
Yes.
Now, because I couldn't get my vision clear enough to see it, but because that's what she said, that's what I imaginarily saw. So I'm sitting up here looking, and I'm like, I moved. I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I'm in trouble. So I've grabbed my shoe, and I look at it. I still don't know what it is. I look at it. I threw my shoe at it. It was perfect aim. I
that never
killed
happens
it.
for anybody.
It would have died. I killed it, and then and then it moved again. So I'm getting closer to it, and I'm looking. Now my vision getting clear. I'm looking at it. It was a speck of dust from the drive.
Yeah, it was lint.
The commotion that happened that morning.
Yeah, Nugget was in the room. I'm like, no, Nugget, because you're going to make it run away. You ain't going to find it.
Nugget was making it was almost like Nugget was playing into the whole thing, too, because he was scared to go towards it. You just scared everybody.
It's like
scared
some
me.
skit.
You scared me, the dog, from going towards a piece of lint. Congratulations. You got us fearing absolutely nothing.
Yay.
No, ain't no yay in that. That right there counts as dinners for you.
No.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't see them anymore. 'Cause-
Yeah, you really don't see them much anymore.
Except when they're in lint form.
In the country, we did growing up quite a bit.
Yeah, they was always around the tub.
Yes, and that made it horrible for when you had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night as a kid who's already terrified of bugs.
But I think it's amazing how, well, you on Miss Blakely, you remember when we had the lizard in here?
Yeah.
That was
Jerome.
See, that's how you know when she ain't scared of stuff, because she gives it a name. We had Jerome the lizard in the school in the back, and I'm on my way here.
Yeah, I was. I wasn't touching him. I was not touching Jerome.
She was like, I didn't want her to kill it, because so
I wasn't gonna kill him. He wasn't. I wasn't
but
gonna touch him.
he was one of those black ones that's kind of shiny, like have like a shiny blue tail on him or something. I don't know
like,
what
I
they
don't
call
care.
But he was in. But it was like she was like, I can't get him out. I'm like, okay. So I was on my way here to the school, and I get here, and I see him, and I've seen them before. They're harmless, I think. But so what I did was I went straight MacGyver on it. I kind of took those things back there, and made a path for him the way he could only go outside, and it worked.
Yeah, he
Got him on out of there.
He wasn't in the house anymore.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that
Jerome was in the house.
Jerome in the house. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, we had a little lizard when I was in Fort Valley, and I lived off campus in an apartment. And me and my roommate Joy were in the living room. He came in through under the door because it wasn't all the way down and nothing to block it.
Oh.
Once again, I have a flight instinct really bad, and I jumped from the couch to the chair because we had like a little sofa chair, and then I jumped on the other chair by the table, and I dashed into my room and stuffed something on the door, and I left Joy in the living room by herself, and I just heard her screaming. I was like, nothing I could do. Somebody got to live to a story.
So the floor was lava.
Yes, it was. It was major lava.
Oh man, that is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Well, listen, you guys. We don't have to continue this. Like I said, I just wanted to just kind of test this, even though. Man, you actually do pretty good on this. You kind of act like you didn't want to talk for a minute, but look how you just opened up. All being around family would do that for you. Well, good family. Anyway.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, y'all want to wrap this up?
Sure.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, this is just a test. If you guys, I'm not going to post it online, but I can post it in like Google Chats if y'all want to go back and listen to it. Mm-hmm. You get to see how
deep my voice really is.
see whose voice is the deepest, yours or yours.
It's probably mine.
It's probably mine.
Wow, y'all already debating. See, y'all can come in here and have debates over whose voice is the lowest.
Right.
So who's closer to Barry White, me or you? But anyway, thank you, ladies, so much for coming in. I know y'all probably didn't want to, but I appreciate you coming in, giving me something to test. I want to see how this thing sounds when we have 3 microphone jacks instead of 2 microphone jacks and a splitter for the other 2.
Yes.
So, all right. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end this. Everybody say bye. See ya.
Bye.